He jeopardized the entire operation by revealing his name to the terrorist. The word jeopardize is a verb which means putting someone or something in harm or probably damaging something, right? Doing something which may damage the person or the thing. So that's the word for the day. Good evening everyone and welcome to today's session. We have a very good news, a wonderful news in fact. I think Rohit already discussed with you guys. Congratulations from my side as well. I'm sorry I couldn't congratulate when Rohit sir was here. And this you all should take it as an inspiration, and if you are going to attempt the clerical exam, then all the best to all of you. Okay, so today we are going to discuss IBPS clerical grade papers, questions that I think last week also we did some questions, and today we are going to do the rest of them. So yeah, Vidya, Swati, good evening ma'am. Good evening Swati. Okay, and there's another news. Sorry about that. It's these little things that students do for you, or just learners do for you, which surprises you and fills your heart with a lot of warmth. And that's what exactly Sony was so thoughtful. Priyanka, if I say, aka Sony, was so thoughtful in sending us the entire team of Talent Sprint with homemade celebration decorations, as well as she sent us a little snacks with a very sweet letter. So thank you Priyanka, thank you so much for all your wishes and being so thoughtful. Thank you so much. She also said that I have been away from my family for this new year. Actually I wasn't, my mom was here. So anyways, that was really thoughtful of you. Thank you so much, Sony. Alright, so rest of you, get your notebooks if you ever take out your notebooks. I don't know what you do. So get ready. We are going to start with the doubt clarification session. So I'm so sorry, with the paper discussion. I'm a little distracted. I don't know why, because my session did not start at the time it was supposed to start. So yeah. So let's get started with the question, and while we are going along with the questions, we will also be discussing few idioms. Alright, so if anyone can make a sentence with jeopardy, it would be nice, or jeopardize, the verb form of it. If anyone can do that, good. That would be a good evening. Alright, so let's start with the question. I will show you the question. You are supposed to answer what will be the right answer. Fill in the blanks with the most appropriate word sorry, out of the 4 alternatives suggested below each question. Number 1, one needs to put in dash efforts to reach this position. So you are supposed to fill in with a word here as well here. Both should be the same word, in and can be a homonym. It can be a homonym, or it can be something that is a word that has 2 meanings or something like that. Okay, so let's see. One needs to put in dash effort to reach this position. A plane took off with a dash noise at the London airport. So the same word has to be used in 2 different ways. So we are talking about excessive, right? Something that is in excess. So something that is in excess, right? So one needs to put in large effort. We cannot say large, because large does not talk about it is mostly to describe quantity, right? Loud also not possible to use in the first statement. Tremendous, yes, tremendous means excess, too much. Okay, so tremendous would be the right answer. Most of you are right. Let's move on to the next question. The people of Diamond City South now seem to live in dash. Okay, now just seem to live in dash. The dash played by James Leo was praised by the audience. What are we talking about? The people of Diamond City South now seem to live in, we are talking about peace, right? And here also we are talking about, okay, peace as in, we are talking about this piece, right? So the dash played by James Leo, so we are talking about a piece of music, right? Here both has to something be with related to music. So harmony would be the right answer. Why? Because harmony, it also means living in a condition of peace and prosperity and satisfaction. And the dash played the harmony played by it's also a piece of music. Alright, so that would be the answer. Again, 3 is the right answer. So Shubham got it right with the harmony. Yes, harmony. Okay, now where's my sentence? I asked you to make a sentence on jeopardy or jeopardize. Nobody has made it yet, so please go ahead with that. Look, going forward to the next question then. Next question. The crude dash was directed at the politicians of the contemporary times. Mein Kampf by Adolf Hitler is regarded as the best political dash of ancient history. Okay, so autobiography written by Adolf Hitler is called Mein Kampf. I don't know how many of you have this book, but I do have this book and it's one of my prized possession. Anyways, the crude dash was directed at the politician of the contemporary time. The crude what? Are we talking about? We are talking about probably behavior, okay? Or we are talking about is regarded as the best political dash of ancient. Best political what? We are talking about satire, and I don't know how many of you know the meaning. Let's find out. How many of you know the meaning of satire? It is used very often. What is the meaning of satire? So it is, okay, crude, something that is very rude. Okay, let's write the meaning of satire first. It's basically to mock someone, use of humor to mock someone. Or you can write OUR, or it can also be irony. To mock someone or criticize someone, right? What is the meaning of, what did I ask you after that? I asked you what is the meaning of crude, right? So anyone who can tell me the meaning of crude then? Something that is, like I said, rude, right? Rude, crude has become rude. All right. And what is the meaning of, someone said, I think Abhishek is saying 4. The fourth word is affliction. And what is the meaning of affliction? Something that causes pain, right? Causing pain. Self Okay. And torment is torture. I think all of you know that. Okay, so the crude satire was directed, so we are talking about politicians, to mock politicians. People used to use, in contemporary times, people used to use a lot of satire to mock their politician. Okay, and Mein Kampf by Adolf Hitler is regarded as the best political satire of ancient time. All right, so the word will be satire. Okay. Cruel, yes. Group of people working together. The Supreme Court verdict on Sabrimala temple created a jeopardizing situation, a situation of jeopardy, a jeopardizing situation in the state. Paresh Gami. A good sentence, but just make that correction. The use of jeopardy, the word itself is not in a proper way. All right, you're not using the right part of speech in the right place, in any place, just the word. Okay, now moving on to the next question. Raj accepted the hard truth that the affair is dash. Okay, hard truth, that means it is something that is of bitter nature, right? Something that people are ignorant to usually. Everything was dusted dash with a fine layer of soot. Now, what will be the word for this statement? One word for both the statements, right, guys? So Raj accepted the hard truth that the affair is, let's see which one fits over here. Done. Affair is done, as in it's over. Over. Scorn, what is the meaning of first? First, what is the meaning of soot? Soot is, it's like ash, thick layer of when things are unburnt, a little unburnt, and they release this black fume. So that is sort of soot. Okay. Now, what is the meaning of the word scorn? Okay, scorn and disdain, both are very similar to each other. Why? Because scorn is a sort of an expression that you use when you have disdain towards others, right? An expression of contempt. Right, an expression of contempt. And like I said, disdain is just too much of bitterness for others, or if anyone can give me a better word for it. Three, four, five are synonyms. 3, 4, 5. Yes, all these are synonyms. So over is the right answer. You're right. It just means contempt. Let's just put it this way, contempt. Okay, all three are similar to each other. Raj accepted the hard truth that the affair is over. Everything was dusted over with a fine layer of soot. Alright, so 2 is the right answer. Moving on to the next question. Mahesh is very self-obsessed and others think and often thinks himself to be an dash person. And dash person. Okay, so he's self-obsessed. We know that whatever word it is him, Mahesh, thinking too high of himself. People regard God as something. Okay, so a very high word, right? Omnipotent. What is the meaning of omnipotent? Omnipotent means something that is present, capable of doing everything. Capable of doing everything, right? Important is the opposite of omnipotent, not capable of doing anything. Satan is devilish. Again, it is not related to the word. We are talking about something high. People do not regard God as Satan. It is quite the opposite. So 3 is not the answer. Imaginary, something that is not real, is imaginary. So no. So it will be omnipotent. Option number 1. This one was very simple. Sorry. Alright. Sarcasm. Over. It's over, ma'am. Okay. Kuldeep, very nice use of the statement. I don't know if you understand the reference yourself, but it is over. Alright. So let's move on to the next question then. Now what we are supposed to, we are going to attempt another, a slightly different kind of question. Interesting though, let's find out. So what are you supposed to do? The following question consists of a sentence with one blank only. You are given 6 words as answer choices, and from the 6 you have to pick up 2 correct answers, either of which will make the sentence meaningfully complete. So out of these 6 you are supposed to choose 2 that will mean the same as the that will fit in the blank over here. 2 words. Okay. Kerala cartoonist Thomas Anthony won an international award in the best dash category. Now let's find the category. He is among the 9 winners at the 13th edition of the World Press Cartoon Award. So cartoon, definitely something for cartoon. So yes, cartoon will definitely be one of them. Awards 2018, instituted by an organization based in Lisbon, Portugal. Okay. Now, so one is cartoon, another would be caricature. As you all know, I don't know, this is a very common word, because caricatures, you usually see caricatures of politician drawn almost every day in newspapers. So caricatures are nothing but it's the comical form of drawing someone, a cartoon form of drawing someone with, by highlighting prominent features or something, making it look a little funny. Grotesque style of grotesque is also the same. Okay, so A and D. I don't know how many of you are curious about it, but mellifluous, melly and fluous, something that is very pleasing, okay, something that is very smooth or something that sounds very nice, okay, is the meaning of mellifluous. Again, not something that will fit here. Ludicrous, again, people say a lot in movies. You must have heard people saying ludicrous. This idea is completely ludicrous. So what is the meaning of ludicrous? Foolish. Alright, something that is very foolish and unreasonable. Cartoon, I am sure you know. Romance, you know. Exaggeration, you know. Alright, so the answer is A and D. Right? A and D. Harikatu. Okay. Alright, moving on to the next question then. The same type, different question. Here. Try solving this one. The Tamil Nadu government has dash for the permanent closure of the controversial Sterlite copper factory in I don't know how to pronounce it, but I think it's Tuticorin. Tuticorin or something. Tuticorin. It's somewhere in Tamil Nadu, I believe. Tuticorin. Yes, it is Tuticorin. Which was the center of violent protests last week that led to the killing of 13 people and left around 100 wounded. Okay, has dash for the permanent closure. So it is the government is trying to shut down something, right? So obviously the government has the power to implicate something, shut down something, and so on and so forth. Commanded for the permanent closure, flagged for the ordered for the permanent closure. Okay. Ordered, interrogated, of course not. You do not question for the government has the authority, so they will not first interrogate and then they don't have to play detective over here. Kick-started, yes. Consisted, no. Commanded, okay, so flagged again, no. Okay, so now tell me, will it be commanded for a permanent closure of the controversial? It's not giving commands. Ordered and kick-started. Oh, sorry, I'm so sorry. It will not be kick-started. It will be commanded and ordered. A and C, not kick-started. Yes. Commanded and ordered, both are talking about giving orders, right? So it will be A and C. That is option 4. Alright, moving on to the next question. Indian opener Shikhar Dhawan was dashed the International Batsman of the Year award, while the New Zealand Peace sensation Trent Boult won International Bowler of the Year award. Oh, pace sensation, not peace. Pace as in fast. Okay. Alright. Let me read that once again. Indian opener Shikhar Dhawan was dashed the International Batsman of the Year award, while New Zealand pace sensation Trent Boult won International Bowler of the Year award. So basically we are talking about awarded. He was awarded at something, right? Awarded the International Batsman. So trolled is not the word, because troll means something that is that we do it on the internet to make others feel bad or put a sarcastic comment or something like that. Fought, definitely not, because he's being awarded. Triumphed, this means won. Okay. Presented, was presented. Yes, awards can be presented, awards can be awarded, awards cannot be laughed, trolled, fought, and triumphed. No, awards are usually after the triumph you win an award, right? So it will be A and not A, D and F. That is option 3. Alright, moving on to the next question. Anyone has any doubts? Feeling okay there, everyone? His racing career is in serious jeopardy. Kuldeep, very, very fast. And you're talking about racing. Ironic, isn't it? His racing career is in serious... sentences are absolutely fine, no problem there. So... Okay, any doubts, any problems that you're facing while solving these questions, anything that you want to ask, please explain commanded in previous. Okay. The Tamil Nadu government has dash for permanent closure. Okay, you know the statement, why will it not be commanded? I believe that is the question. So, commanding and ordering, there is a difference. I don't know how many of you know that, but there is a difference between commanded and ordered. Okay, it is order with authority. Okay, order plus authority. Authoritative command is a authoritative order is a command, right? So it is not why will it be order and why will it be both? Because command here is talking about the same thing, ordered. Okay, so they are more or less the same thing. Usually for government orders, for military orders we say command, and for other orders we just say order. Command is just with a little bit of authority, that's all. So I hope it is clear. Why will it be commanded and ordered and not kick-started? Because we are talking about here, what are we referring to? We are talking about that the government passed a rule, right, or passed a command, passed an order. So that's why it will be commanded and ordered. I think it is pretty simple. Sompreet, what if I haven't clarified anything? Please let me know. I think what you were trying to ask is the difference between commanded and ordered. So I gave you the difference and how they are just synonyms. Okay, moving on to the next question. If Sompreet, you still have doubt, please still have some clarification that you need, please let me know. All right, next one. Prime Minister Narendra Modi on May 31st, 2018 dashed 3 Indian digital payment systems, RuPay, BIM app and UPI by SBI at the Business Innovation and Community event in Singapore. Alright, so what did he do? He definitely has launched something, right? We are talking about 3 digital payment that he definitely launched or inaugurated. It can be any of it, right? Because he's bringing it in, introducing it to the system, right? So he cannot be jumped 3, definitely not. Launched, yes. What is the meaning of hurled? Hurled is again like throw something with great force, okay? So he did not throw it. He did not kick it, so hurled and they are pretty violent words. Introduced, okay, he can introduce and he can launch, okay, so either he's introducing it or launching it, both can be the case, okay, because he is either introducing it to the Indian government, Indian public, or he is launching it for the Indian public. It can be either of it. Busted is again burst or break, I think. Yeah, so it will be again, not again, it will be B and E. So that is the 5th one. Yes, Harika is right, Shubham is right. Shubham, Gorpali, Swati, okay. Guys, please try being as active as possible in the chat section, because English, as much as you write, as much as you conversate, it will become better. If you have doubts, just don't type the answer. Probably reason it out. Why will it be the answer? I'm sorry. Why will it be the answer? Discuss it a little, okay? Please do not just write the option and that's it, and then you're sitting with a popcorn and watching the rest of the show. It shouldn't be like that, right? So please keep answering with the explanation. Why do you think it will be this? And when I'm asking you the meaning of the word, be very prompt as to whatever comes to your mind. You do not have to go and search for it. Just write the answer. If you think this is the answer, this is the meaning. I think Murli does that a lot. So I'm so sorry. Please do that, all right? Okay, moving on to the next question then. The Indian state of Kerala is currently on high alert due to the dash of a deadly infection called the Nipah virus, which has claimed the lives of around 10 people. Okay, so Kerala is on high alert. Why? Because there's a virus that is spreading and has claimed 10 lives due to the dash of a dead. So we are talking about a spread, right? Spread. So it has spread badly, right? So estimation, no. Prediction, no. Outbreak, yes. Outbreak is, I think I have discussed this word as well. It is a sudden, I remember the entire meaning also. It is a sudden occurrence of something that is not good, something that is bad, something that is unwelcomed. Something unwelcomed, like it can be like war or disease. Yes, this is also the sorry, Google definition of it. So outbreak and something, so it is a sudden occurrence of something bad. Here in this case we are talking about a virus, and it is generally we use outbreak for that. On the other hand, breakout can be used for even talking about people breaking out from a place, as in using force to come out of a place or something, and breakout is also outbreak. Okay, so it can mean both the things. So the answer will be C and E. C and E. C and E. Or is there a difference between, like I just explained, the difference between, that is the difference between outbreak. Outbreak just means it's a phrasal verb, both are phrasal verbs, and outbreak means when there is a sudden occurrence of something unpleasing or unwelcoming, like war or disease. Okay, sudden occurrence of it, you see it everywhere happening and it is not something that you are rejoicing about, so that is outbreak. On the other hand, breakout can be used for two things. Like I said, one is outbreak, and the second is when you open something by force, like by breaking it, break out of some situation. That is the difference, Abhishek. I hope it is clear. Vidya, wait after the end. What are you guys doing? C and E. Infected of, not infected of exactly. No, Swati, that is not the meaning. Well tried though. Sure, I was about to say that. What? Alright, moving on to the next question then. Now we are going to do a next type of questions, okay? So let's see. Animals with this ability would also, okay, first let's read the question because it is a different type again. I'm sure we have solved questions like this, but let's just go through the question once again, direction once again. In the following question, two parts of the sentence are underlined. Two parts are underlined. Below are given alternative pairs to the underlined part which may improve the sentence. Okay, so underlined words and then options are given which may improve the sentence. Choose the correct pair. So you're supposed to choose the pair. Okay, each two options. In case no improvement is required, choose no improvement as your answer. Okay, if there is no correction required. All right, let's go. Animals with this ability would also have been more suited to long trans-global migration, which some scientists believe may explain why larger whales survived while countless smaller species disappeared by the millennia. millennia. Sorry. Okay, so what are we supposed to do in this question? You know what we are supposed to do? No, my question should be, what would be the right choice? Is the word that is suited to, is it right? Is it the right usage? Disappeared by. Are these two used in an appropriate way? Animals with this ability would also have been more suited dash long. Okay, suited for long. It should not be suited too long. If they have this ability, they would have suited for long. Millennia. Alright. So the right answer should be, for disappeared, if we are talking about something that is disappearing along with time, then we always use the preposition disappeared over the years. Okay, so something that is slowly extincting over the years. Wrong phrasal verb. Wrong preposition that is used. Alright, so the right answer would be suited for and disappeared over. Alright, in this case you have the again you have the benefit or the perk of solving only one and seeing which one has that option. You can just see disappeared over. If you are not very confident about suited to, then you can just look at the next option and be sure about it, okay, because the same combination has not been used again. Okay, see, for here it is for, with, in, from, and for disappeared we have over, with, across, along. So in this case you can just, even if you're not certain about one of the options, you're very unsure which preposition is it the right preposition, then go along with the second question. All right, moving on to the next one. Humans chopped down the trees to make space for farms and hunted the large animals to extinction, leaving plant eaters to decimate the country's flora. Basically, decimate is destruct. Okay, so is it right? Chop down is absolutely fine. So it cannot be that one needs correction and one does not need correction. So if one is right, the other has to be right. And to extinction, yes, they drove someone to extinction, or the large animals pushed something to extinction. Yes, so it is absolutely fine. So the answer will be 3, no improvement required. Moving on to the next one. By built dams across rivers. Reading the first statement itself, it sounds, the first part of itself, the first clause sounds completely wrong, isn't it? So by built dams, by building dams, okay, by building dams across rivers which create ponds and eventually change the rivers into wetlands, beavers help species to flourishing that would otherwise struggle. Species to flourish. Okay, so by building and to flourish, that would be the right answer. So the right answer is 1. The next one, try this one on your own and give the explanation or the reason why you think that would be the answer, or what is the correction required. The Earth's rising temperature are largely driven by carbon dioxide, a greenhouse gas, so more that carbon can be kept out of the atmosphere, the better. So more than carbon can this one is very, very simple. Come on, give it a try. Option 3. Okay, the Earth's rising temperature are largely driven by. Yes, what is it driven by? We'll use a greenhouse gas. The more carbon can be kept outside of the atmosphere, the better. So the more the better. We always say the more the better. The more the merrier, or the more the better. So the right answer will be option 3. Yes, Vidya is right, Shubham is right. Okay, I think okay. Okay, let's move on to the next question then. Let's see the next question. Even with such controls, reintroducing wolves or bears to the UK is likely to prove difficult, as many people consider them too dangerous to live with. What would be the right answer? Is it absolutely fine, no corrections required, or if there is correction required, what would be the correction? No improvement required. Yes, the statement is absolutely fine, grammatically right. So there is no correction required. Okay, the idiom, I haven't discussed any idiom, so let me just give you one. Be on cloud 9. I think this one is also pretty famous and is used widely. So what is the meaning of be on cloud 9? Be very elevated, elated, delighted, be very happy. Okay. So that is the meaning of the idiom. Please make sentences on that. Moving on to the next one. Now we will be doing to live with is correct here, so no improvement. Yes, everything is correct. Okay. Dreams. Harika, dreams. To live with is correct. What are dreams doing over here? Was there anything about dreams in the previous statement? Dreams. Okay. So now we will be solving error spotting questions. Now this one is a little different. Okay, so this entire statement over here is broken into 4 parts. 2 parts may contain error. So the more error you have, the easier it is to identify, right? So 2 parts have error. You are supposed to select the parts that contains error. So please be very careful in these questions. Sometimes they ask you to select the combination which is error free. Sometimes they ask you to select the combination which contains the error. So read the directions carefully. The gossip hunger readers. Okay. Usually gossip. Gossip, what do we use? Not hunger, hungry, right? So it will be gossip hungry, not no, Harika, the meaning of to be on cloud 9 is not to dream. To be on cloud 9 is to be very happy or elated. For example, I will be on cloud 9 if all my students get the job they dream of. Okay, so that means that will make me very happy. Okay, it is not about dreams at all. Yes, so the error here, gossip hungry. So A definitely has error. Right? Comb through the articulate for every lurid detail. What is the meaning of lurid? Lurid means anyone? Okay, something that is very shocking. Something that is presented in a very shocking. Presented in shocking way or something. Okay, so that is the meaning of lurid. He was on cloud 9 after his marriage proposal. After his marriage proposal was accepted by his girlfriend, Chandra Neeraj is missing. Yes. I was on cloud 9 after receiving my first salary with Vidya. Okay, very nice. Shubham, he is on cloud 9 as he wins the match for his team. Yes, very nice, Shubham. Right statement? Absolutely fine. Now, solve this one. So, it will be, what is the meaning of articulate? Articulate means someone who has, having or showing the ability of speaking fluently. Okay, so someone who's very fluent. Okay, alright, now what is articulate doing over here? We must be talking about readers, so we are talking about article, not articulate, right? So the gossip hungry, not hunger. Gossip hungry. We are not talking about a noun here, we are supposed to use an adjective. Okay, so the gossip hungry readers comb through the articles. It should be article for every lurid detail, for every shocking detail, for every detail. So there is an error in C and A. So A and C. So 3 should be the right answer. Nobody did this one. Guys, come on. Next one. Her rebellious was manifest. It was writing all over her. Okay, now if you guys can see, there's a semicolon given over here. So semicolon means there are two different parts of a sentence. Okay, they are not related to each other, but it is talking about the same person. Okay, so her okay, so her, we are talking about her quality over here. So rebelliousness. Okay, we are talking about her rebelliousness was manifest. That means it was brought to life, okay, and it was written all over her face. Written all over her face, okay. So her rebelliousness was manifest, it was written all over her face. So the answer would be the error. Which two parts of error? Again, A and C. A and C, not A and B. Was manifest means was evident, okay, was shown, was, so manifest is fine, that means it came to life, you could actually see it right in front of you, okay, her rebelliousness. And it was written all over her face, that means you could see it right on her face, okay. So the error, which two parts of guys, this one was a little tricky, so please make sure that you understand. So A and C has error, not A and B. Look at the statement clearly. There is a semicolon, so the use of the statement is absolutely fine, okay, the way it is used is fine, only the grammar is wrong. The punctuation mark clearly defines that it is, these are two halves of a statement, okay. So no problem there, the answer will be A and C. Next one. When incoming taxes, okay, now you know it is always income tax. I think even a kid of probably second grade or first grade can also say that, okay. So when income taxes are reappealed, okay, reappealed, when they are reappealed, the apocalypse will have arrived, okay. Now when they are, okay, so it is talking about a future, when they are reappealed, okay. The apocalypse will have arrived, will arrive. So this has error, this the part of speech is not right, absolutely. So D has an error and A has an error. So the error is in A and D. I used all over her face just to make it clear to you guys. It all over her as in it is fine, okay, as in it was very evident. It was, no matter which angle you look at her, it was very evident, okay, that was, she was all over her is also right usage. So there is nothing wrong over there. Sompreet. Will arrive, yes, will be the right use. Shubham, good. Okay, Lewis 14 was the epitome. What is the meaning of epitome? Someone who is a perfect example of, right? Perfect example of something, okay. Okay, was the perfect example of sartorial elegance. He wore a different outfit of practically every hour of the day. He wore a different outfit. The preposition is not right. Was the epitome of sartorial elegance. He wore a different outfit. Now in these, every hour on the day. So it is very easy, simple one. So C and D has the error, right? Because the preposition that is used, a different outfit, a different outfit. What should we replace it with? Practically every hour on the day, of the day. So C and D has the error, right? Yes, C, D, C, D, C, D. Only two of you reply. Okay, last question for the day, and after that we are done. I'm sure you guys are exhausted. If you're not exhausted, then we can go on, but I think that will be an information overload for you. Yeah, there is no need of off, but if we have to replace it with something, that's what I'm asking Shubham. What can you replace it with? Okay. Okay, the last question. Look at it and tell me the answer. The man interfered the speaker through the meeting by shouted. Oh my god, I can't even read these statements. Okay. Look at this statement and tell me what is the error without me reading it. If I read it, it is very evident that where the error is, because I get stuck when it is written wrong. Okay, so the answers have started pouring in. B and C. B, the speaker throughout the meeting. Yes, there should be a throughout the meeting by shouting. Right, so B and C. Okay. Now the next idiom, the last idiom that we are doing, I want all of you who are present there not to just sit and use your fingers well. Okay, so what you're supposed to do, the last idiom of the day is eat a humble pie. It has come many times in SSC exams. Okay, so eat a humble pie, it means to apologize in a very humble manner. Okay, so I have to eat a humble pie and go to my mother and apologize for the wrongdoings that I whatever. Okay, so something like that. So eat a humble pie. True. So Sompreet, you have written in and shouting. Where will you insert in over here? The man interfered the speaker throughout the meeting, not through in the meeting, throughout the meeting by shouting false accusations. No, wrong accusations is also fine, but we usually use false accusations, sounds better. Okay. Accusations are usually sometimes false, sometimes true. So I know the idiom eat a humble pie. Yes. So make a sentence, Abhishek. Sompreet, look at the statement. Where will you put in? The man interfered the speaker through the meeting through. You already have through, so you cannot throw away this word. You just have to add another word. Throughout would be better. In the meeting, not necessarily. You don't have to remove it when you already have. He's talking about him shouting constantly as the meeting was going along. So that means throughout the meeting. That means from the time the meeting started till the time meeting ended. Right? So you cannot change the meaning of the statement if you have to correct error. You cannot make it something else altogether. So it should be throughout the meeting. Okay, statements, guys, come on. Hurry up so that we can wind up the session for today. Okay. Nobody is answering. Where did you all go? You all ran off or what before I ended the session? I have to eat a humble pie at training after the yesterday incident of fighting. I have to eat a humble pie during training after what happened yesterday, or after what I did yesterday. Okay, because you are the one apologizing, that means definitely you were the one you think is in the wrongdoing, right? So I have to eat a humble pie for the training, at the training, okay, at the training after what after the fight I had yesterday. Okay, I was ready to eat a humble pie after an argument with my boss. Okay, good. The author has to eat a humble pie. Pick, you have written pie when the review pointed error in his book. Okay, Harika, nice. The manager ate a humble pie after shouting over his staff member. The manager ate a humble pie after shouting over his staff member. Okay. I was forced to eat a humble pie and publicly apologize to her. Okay, very nice, Kuldeep. Good. So I would wind up the session for today. So all the best, guys. Please do well. Also take suggestions that Joshikant gave. Please make sure that you apply those things. If he mentioned any tips and tricks, please make sure that you also try to take as much good as possible from his experience. All right, so I will. Okay. Swati. I am ready to eat a humble pie when I was shouted at me. You are at when he shouted at me or something like that. It should not be I shouted at me. You were shouting at yourself and then you are eating the humble pie. Thank you, Miss. Bye. Bye, Vidya. Bye, Swati. Bye, Abhishek. Okay. Anyone writing? Thank you. Okay. This week. Thank you, ma'am. Okay, if anyone is, then please answer Abhishek's question. Thank you, guys. Have a happy weekend, and I wish you all the best for those who are going to attempt the exams. All right. See you guys. Bye.